For question 2, given that A is a 3 by 3 matrix such that A square is equal to 5A plus 2I, where I is an identity matrix. So, for part A, find A inverse in terms of A and I. Maksudnya, kamu kena tulis A inverse. Kat sebelah sini dia ada A dan juga I. So, we're gonna use A square equal to 5A plus 2I since this is the only info that is given to us. So, we have A square equal to 5A plus 2I. And we want A inverse. Okay, kamu tengok kat sini, tak ada langsung A inverse. So, since that we want A inverse, this means that times everything here with A inverse. Okay, so A inverse must be beside A. So, kat sini A square tak ada masalah. This one, A. So, kita kalau boleh pastikan A inverse tu sebelah A. So, I'm gonna put A inverse here. So, A inverse kita letak sebelah kanan ni kan? Ini pun kita letak sebelah kanan, ini pun kita letak sebelah kanan. So now, we just need to simplify everything. For the left hand side, we need A square times A inverse. So, it is actually A inverse, and we know that this is I. So, A times I is just A. Ataupun, kamu boleh apply macam formula power tu. So, A square A inverse, kamu tengok power dia. So, 2 minus 1 is just 1. That's why you have A here. What about 5A A inverse? Okay, this one is I. So, we're gonna have 5I. And then we have I times A inverse. So, this is just A inverse. So, we're gonna have 2A inverse. Since we only want A inverse, I'm gonna bring 5I to the other side. So, 2A inverse is actually A minus 5I. Therefore, we're gonna bring 2 to the other side. So, it is 1 over 2 times A minus 5I. So, that's how you write A inverse in terms of A and I. For question B, we need to show that A cubed is equal to 27A plus 10I. The only information given to us is A square equal to 5A plus 2I. And now we want A cubed. Okay, so kita nak A cubed. Tapi kat sini, yang paling tinggi yang ada pun adalah A square. Therefore, in order to get A cubed, we're gonna multiply everything here with A. So, I'm going to put A on the right side. Therefore, for the right hand side here, I'm going to put A on the right hand side as well. And we get A cubed equal to 5A square plus 2A. Be careful, we already know that A square is equal to 5A plus 2I. So, we're gonna substitute into A square here. Therefore, A cubed is 27A plus 10I, which is the same as the one in the question. For part C, if AB is equal to 2I minus A, we need to find matrix B. So, for part C, we are given AB equal to 2I minus A, and we need to find matrix B. So, we're going to use this information given to us. And we only want B, which is here. So, we don't want A. Okay, so how do you eliminate A? So, kalau kamu ada A and then kamu nak hilangkan A, maksudnya kamu darab semua ni dengan A inverse. Sebab recall, A times A inverse ataupun A inverse times A, that will give you I. Alright? So, that's how we eliminate A. So, I'm going to put A inverse next to A. Therefore, we're going to put A inverse here as well. Therefore, by simplifying, B is equal to 2A inverse minus I. But don't forget that previously, you have found A inverse. So, A inverse is half times A minus 5I. So, we're going to substitute this one into A inverse. Therefore, the real answer of matrix B is A minus 6I. Let's continue with part D. Hence, if A is given to us, find A inverse and B. Okay, so tadi kita dah tahu dah A inverse itu daripada part A, B daripada part C. So sekarang ni just substitute A in order to find A inverse and B. From part A, we know that A inverse is equal to half times A minus 5I. So we're going to substitute A and I. And that's how we find matrix B using part C and the matrix A given.